Hey guys, this is Reggie from the Gunpla Network, and today I'm bringing you guys my review of the figurized standard Magnamon from Digimon Adventure 02. Before we begin, as always, I'd like to give a big thank you to Canadian Gundam for giving me this kit. They have a wide assortment of kits that you would be surprised that you could find with a flat rate $10 shipping fee all across North America. Go check them out. Maybe they got that obscure kit that you've been looking for. Maybe they got that one kit you've been dying to, but it's been out of stock. They have a load of options, and they've been very helpful to us all. So please, go check them out and tell them that the Gunpla Network sent you here. From the greater Digimon lore, Magnamon is one of the Holy Knights, or Royal Knights, created by Yggdrasil to protect the digital world. It was originally created... That lore was created originally through the Digimon X toy line, which saw itself in manga and some of the anime like Data Squad. However, for us in North America, our first exposure to Magnamon was from the sequel series, Digimon Adventure 02. It was the peak of the first arc with the Digimon Emperor. The new Digidestined didn't have anything powerful enough to stop Chimeramon. Wormmon helped Davis and V unlock the Golden Armor Digi-Egg in order to get Vmon to Magnamon, which was scaled at Ultimate to battle Chimeramon, and that was kind of the peak of the first arc of Adventure 02. In model kit form, I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. So, after building it up, the build was smooth, fast, easy. Maybe it took at best an hour and a half to put everything together. No loose parts. No issue. The only minor issue is you need to be careful, especially with the legs, where you apply certain poly caps to, because it could allow some of the joints to not go in or not lock in together, especially with the feet. The color scheme, I was very happy with this when I opened it up because of the color choices and the fact that almost everything is molded in. The only things that need additional painting are Vmon or Magnamon's nail on his thumb, which it's always frustrating to be with the Digimon kids. They can't make their nails a white. They're always asking you to put an ugly sticker, or worst case scenario, you have to paint it up in order to get it to what you want it to be. The gold is an interesting choice. It's reminding me of the pukey gold that we usually see in high grade and the standard baseline master grade Strike Freedom Gundams. It's not ugly per se, but it is going to be leaving a lot of nub marks if you're not careful with how you extract them from the plates. Overall, this thing is a pretty good looking model kit, but unfortunately, some of the attachments could be better used for something else. And overall, it's what Magnamon looked like, but I just feel something is lacking. I wish we had a better gold, maybe like a midpoint, but maybe that would have jacked up the price. So I guess that's kind of something you have to keep in mind. Now, in terms of accessories, what accessories? That's kind of the thing. I was actually pretty frustrated with that aspect of the kit because this is it. Magnamon just stands there and looks cool. And if you're fine with that, that's great. However, baseline, you're really not going to get much out of Magnamon here. He just stands there. Now, if you get an action base, you do open yourself up to a little bit more accessibility. His Magna punches and kicks. However, we'll get to during the maneuverability or posability, Magnamon just is lacking here. I'm not really feeling it at all, and overall, it's just, you can't be mad because this is what was in the anime. Magnamon had no weapons. The only weapons he had were his missile pods and his armor, which would have been cool, but then this thing wouldn't be about $20 or so. So you also have to keep that in mind. It does have good detail because under that armor, there is some inner frame parts and some thrusters. So there is that going for itself. But overall, playability is kind of disappointing. He's just there and he looks cool. Posability is what I expect out of Magnamon here. He's got double jointed chest. He's got a ball joint swivel. He's got a single joint elbow. The wrists are ball jointed. Shoulder armor can move on its own pivot side. You can move the skirt armor. The head is fine. The knee is a little bit lacking. It's a single joint, which a double joint might have been more welcome, especially since the bottom of feet. Magnamon is very bottom heavy, so it would have been appreciated if there was some more maneuverability in the leg department, and the legs are just fine. It's just very simple. Now, comparing him to other Digimon kits, the fun factor comes with posing with other Digimon kits, specifically the Figure Eye Standard. He's more in scale. If you put him next to the Amplified, he's not going to be in scale at all, and he's actually going to stand out much worse. Even looking with War Greymon, the baseline Figure Eye Standard War Greymon, non-amplified, Greymon has a lot more going for it. Has a much busier design. He's got the Draymon Destroyers, the Brave Shield. Now, granted, when I did my review of War Greymon, I still believe that he should have came with a Terra Force effect part, but War Greymon has more going for it in terms of design and playability, especially if you can get Metal Garurumon too. Magnamon, again, he just stands there, and he looks cool, and that's it. And if he had some of the posability, like you would see on the TV show or in the anime, I'd be willing to give this more credit than it's due. But by himself, it's not much going. Overall, my final thoughts on Figure Eye Standard Magnamon. You know, I'm usually the more optimistic reviewer here. I usually want to like a model kit I have in my collection. I want to enjoy it. I really want to believe in it. Even if it has some flaws, I can always try to find some good within it, but this ain't it. Magnamon, he is a cool design, but he's just going to be standing there. Yes, you could get an action base, but the posability isn't there to fulfill a lot of his more intricate attacks. If you want to do a Kamen Rider kick, it's going to be next to impossible. If you want to do a power-up stance from Dragon Ball, you can get him to do it, but it's not going to look as good as, let's say, a SH Figure Arts. If you want him to sidekick you like in Mortal Kombat, again, it's going to be next to impossible because the leg joints just don't reach out that far. So it gets pretty frustrating, and overall, the type of kit that this is just, it looks cool, and you get a cool version or a cool evolution of Vmon. That's it. I really can't really sing any more praises outside of it looks cool. The color separation is a better improvement compared to other Digimon kits. And that's it. I'm sorry if this is coming down as a bit of a downer, but I'm just not feeling it here. Just, if you want Magnamon, you only got about $20 or so. You want a non-amplified version of him? Yeah, this is the way to go. I'm not taking that away from anyone. But overall, just Magnamon stands there and he looks cool. Just know what you're getting yourself into before you go and buy this kit. Outside of that, my name is Reggie. I'd like to still, again, thank Gunpla Network for giving me the opportunity to review this. I'd like to thank, again, Canadian Gundam for supplying me with the kit. If you're interested in this kit or any other Digimon kits, non-amplified or amplified, go check out Canadian Gundam. They got a pretty good selection there. And overall, thanks for checking out the review, and I'll see you guys later.